this is Juliano Salvatzi, Honeywell CSC, and we are gonna do some talking points here regarding the engine HTF software upgrade. So the very first step is to check how the setup computer, edge port, and harness is performing. So for that, I'm gonna start using the edge port. I'm gonna check if the edge port is showing the four COM ports. So the four COM ports are showing here, and especially special attention is to see if they are in sequence. In this case, they are. If they are not, you can manually configure the COM port numbers in here. So another point to pay attention is port flags. Make sure you have as a protocol RS422 no terminating resistor for all four COM ports, and then you click update. You have the four COM ports. You're gonna test your ports, begin test. So at this point, you are only testing the edge port itself internally. You are not testing the harness that interface with the airplane yet. You can, once it's passed, you close. You can hit save config, save, OK. Then another step is to check now the harness that interface with the aircraft. And for that, we're gonna use the EI download software. We are gonna go on configure, COM port communications, and we are gonna go to loopback test. Loopback test passed. That means the harness with the loopback test connector hooked up, everything is good, meaning computer, edge port, and harness. So at this point, you are pretty much set up to hook it up on the airplane and perform a download to make sure the communication it's all good at this point. Okay, so back here, uh, the harness is connected to the maintenance panel, which on the legacy 500, 450, and the Praetor 500, 600 aircraft. The panel is located behind the co-pilot seat. So we are gonna come here on the EEI download software and make sure we have a proper channel communication. So in here we can go on the basic mode, there's not a problem. We select the proper aircraft type, which in this case, uh, just to give an overview, the Legacy 450 and the Praetor 500, they are the same aircraft. If you have a Legacy 500, then you select Legacy 500 over here. Then you can download the Legacy 500. But if you have a Praetor 600, then you need to select the Legacy 550 on this list over here. So just to make sure you select the proper aircraft type. So Legacy 450 and Praetor 500 They are labeled here as a legacy 450. If you are working on the legacy 500, the label here is gonna be a legacy 500, but a Praetor 600 is labeled legacy 550. So in this case here, we are working on a Praetor 500, so which is equal to a legacy 450. Gonna come here on configure, comport communications, and I'm gonna check my connection status. So, and also make sure here your starting COM port is the same starting COM port on the edge port configuration utility we have done on the beginning. So connection status, I have the cable connected to the maintenance port over there behind the copilot seat. The aircraft has power, and the engine maintenance switch is not on. So that's very important. That switch does not need to be on. I can see here that all four ECUs are connected. And if I go here to loopback test, it even say ECU detected. So by doing this, you ensure you have a proper communication, and it's a good chance for success during the process of loading the software. So let's go to EI. Make sure we are able to do a download here. Select the proper aircraft type. Just double check here regarding my connection status. Still showing connected. Okay. So go and perform a download. Have your aircraft identification. Okay, retrieve all information. Engine serial number. I'm gonna go start. Let's do a regular download over here. The regular EI download, it doesn't take too much. It depends how many flight legs you have recorded over here, or it depends how many faults the ECU was recording over time, because you can have several flight legs without any problem, but you can have like maintenance messages being recorded that consume a little bit of the memory. So, and then the download could take a little more time. Okay, once the download is done, go next. Shows pass and pass for both channels. And finish. So we are pretty much ready now to start the software upgrade on the ECUs.